Hello, everybody. As you know, I'm Ritik. I am back again, yet another with yet another video of me speaking to camera because that's what I love. As you have been following me through my journey. Okay, let's begin with the tradition that we do. Today is officially June 15th because it's already past 12. So we have officially entered into June 15, 2026. Yesterday's day, which was 14th of June 2026, was pretty um, consumed or occupied day because I went out with one of my friend and I was just hanging out there. So yes, so what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about the movie that I watched um, called Durandar. I totally regret of not watching it in the theaters because it is a blockbuster theater watch movie. We have to have that experience of watching it on the theater, which gives us the fantastic experience because it has been such a long gap that India or Indian cinema has produced any kind of a movie that is that pulls people to go ahead and watch the movie in the theaters. So this is kind of Durandar 1 I have watched. I haven't watched Durandar 2 yet. um, I will surely watch it. I have a speculation that it is the longest movie of around 4 hours. So I have to break down my days, my schedule, and everything, and then decide when to watch it. I don't want to spend my entire. I don't want to spend the whole day, but I also want the continuity. So let me think. I'll check if I can do it in the weekdays or if I have to plan it on the weekend. Weekend would be much more easier because what I was thinking is if I start watching it on Sunday night or Sunday evening by around 6:30, I'll be able to complete it by 9:30 or 6:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 8:30, 9:30, 9:30, 10ish. 10ish I'll complete it so that I can sleep well at the time. The major thing I wanted to talk about is so whatever happens tomorrow, right? It always start at the beginning of that night, a night before that. I'll explain you. I'll tell you one more time. Whatever happens tomorrow, right? Whatever happens tomorrow, right? The the start or the beginning will start a day before that night. A day, a night before that day. Whatever happens on the day, right, that starts before the night of that day has started. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if I want my day to be productive, the most important thing that I have to do is I have to cut down my screen time, and I have to sleep on time and wake up on time, which is the most crucial thing. We cannot sacrifice our sleep because we consume a lot of social media, which strains our brain, which completely stresses our brain. It gives a strain on our brain. It physically gives strain on our brain. Talking about the nerve system, then that's a different whole different concept. So yes, that is the thing which is stressing. Along with that, it's straining your brain, which is why we will not expect the sleep that we want to. um, I also am seeing people who are half of my age, not half of my age, they are 1 year younger than me, but they are having the ambitions, they are following the steps, they are following the routine, they have the schedule, they have everything set up at the age of 25. What I was doing at the age of 25 was I was confused. I was mostly helping on the household chores because that was the only option that I had left for myself because of the situations that I have created uh, 6 months back or 3 months back. Because what has happened is, I genuinely want to tell you, before me leaving my first company, right, I had zero plans, and I left it only for the reason of taking break. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe quitting a job would be much easier, and then by God's grace I've got this job. I totally thank Kukesh Subramania Swami for giving me this job. But the most important thing is, never ever quit a job without having a plan, a secured plan. And I'm assuring you, I'm telling you, Ritik, the most important thing that you have to notice is, you cannot continuously study. There is no point of you quitting your job, or anyone out there who are looking at this video. I want to make a point that there is no point in time that should strike your mind, that quitting a job and then start preparing for your new job or the new upskill. Trust me, that will never work. That's not the actual process. I'm a 26-year-old guy. I quite see what happens is, people say that out of 100 techniques, if we try 100 techniques, we understand or we mastery at one. What basically means is, if I give myself 100 shots, I'm talking about a bow and a arrow kind of a thing. Or what we say, there's a game called that's a very nice game, where we take our needle and then we throw it on the board. That's some kind of an indoor game, which basically comes out to sense that if I throw my 100 shots, only then one shot in those 100 will be successful and will be reaching the center point. Which basically means, I have crucially understand that leaving your job and then finding a new job is not the not the right technique, not the right process. It's more about, again the thing comes out, comes out, that time management and prioritization. Make sure anybody who is watching this, right, make sure you write it down somewhere and paste it on your wall. The most important two things that we will be getting sticked and through our entire life is these two things: time management and prioritization of the works that we are doing. Prioritization comes when we schedule things. So see, today's thing was not scheduled. Today there was a different plan for me to execute, but that didn't happen because I got lazy at the first time. At the first point, the first thing is, most important thing of your day are most important timings of your day are the night and the early morning. The night before you sleep, and the early morning, that is right right the next moment you wake up. Those are the most deciding factors of whatever you are going to be in that day. So what I'm trying to say is, make sure, Ritik, I'm also talking to you and also the audience out there, because I want everybody to have these perks of the techniques that I figure out, or that comes up to my mind whenever I start thinking about myself. So what I'm saying is, the most important thing is, decide when you sleep, when you wake up, what are the thoughts that you put into your mind. The thoughts that you put into your mind in the beginning, at the beginning of your sleep, and the thoughts that you forcefully or purposely put in your mind as soon as you wake up are the most productive thoughts. If you scroll down, if you start scrolling, or if you start snoozing, hitting the snooze button, the most probable thing, or the most habitual thing that will happen is, you will not get a good sleep. your day, your entire day will be wasted. So most important thing, as I always mention, I also want this to be preached out for to so many people, because um, I see what I have figured out is I kind of know what I want to be now, where I want to um, endorse myself going forward. So for that, right, Ritik, I'm telling it to you again, because you are the most important person in my life, because I am you, you are me. What I'm trying to tell you is, because I'm the only, I come out only in front of camera, and I can speak in between the action and cut. So what I'm trying to tell you is, the Ritik who is 30-year-old, who is up the line, pardon my English again, down the line, out there watching you, he will not endorse the things that you are doing today. Okay, he cannot be associated with the things that you did today. He cannot be associated with the time that you have wasted today. He cannot be associated, he cannot contribute, he cannot be a part of you if you continue to do so. And respect would be the most important thing, that would be the taking forward, or a carry forward characteristic of the person that is going to be built up. So this person cannot afford to be disrespected. This person cannot afford to be roaming around with a normal people. This person cannot afford to to attach themselves with the people that he don't want to, because at the end of the day, or at longer run, this can harm you, this can, or this will harm you one or the other way, which is not good for the branding that you're building. Okay, everything, the most important thing that came to my mind is, branding is the most important thing that you have to focus on. Everything boils down to branding, everything boils down to the PR stunt that you do, everything boils down to the personality that you show. And the person that you want to be, right, he cannot be affording this kind of behaviors, or this kind of attribution towards himself. He cannot be affording that, because that is impacting the branding a huge way. It's impacting the brand in on a larger scale, which is not negotiable. That is totally wrong. You cannot associate or cannot attach yourself with the people which with whom you don't see a future, you don't see a longer run. So the most important attachment, or the association that you have to have build, is only with the, I know who you want to be with. I know you know, so let's not put it in front of the camera. But the most important thing is, you have to have the attachment only towards them. There is no other way. You are forcing or channelizing your energy. I'm so sorry. I burped. I burped. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's not right. I don't know how to edit. That's why I'm so ashamed about it. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's talk about how the days went. Okay, these days were pretty consumed. I don't want to reveal why it was consumed, but the days was pretty consumed, and I liked it the way that it went away. But but the result did not show up. The production that I wanted to do, that did not work. That did not work in the sense that I did not put my effort, and which is why the things got delayed. But surely, or not slowly but surely, only surely, quickly and fastly, the things are going to execute, the things are going to be implemented. Along with that, the results will be shown. The the only thing that you have to do is put on the effort. Make sure you give your 100%, which means which when it comes to editing, when it comes to posting, when it comes to creating the picture, everything is most important, because we have to I have to give importance that whenever you try to be in internet never forgets anything. So everything has to be the perfect, and that's what I want to do. uh, this is not just a small thing that I'm doing, but don't take it too seriously, and then stop being yourself. Love the process, be professional, and at the same time on the point, do it right away, and make it minimum of 30 minutes. Don't enlarge it, because that will create a long distance between you and your audience, much more, and that's not right. That we cannot pull our attention more than 25 minutes, because that's how human psychology works. We cannot be putting the same effort or same brain until and unless it's much more entertaining, or it has some music in it. Because it doesn't have any music in it, that is the reason why it will be more difficult for people to concentrate. Okay, which is a good point that came out of my brain, is that to increase the concentration, we have to add music or songs in between, so that our brain start functioning again and thinking that concept as more interesting. This will help me while I study for a longer run. But the most important thing is, in this process, you will not forget you will not forget that what you are doing is crucial, what you're doing is important, what you're doing is a change that needs to be created, a gap that you're filling, which will be useful for coming generation. So make sure you take the responsibility very sensibly, and produce the best out of you, bring the best out of you. It doesn't mean that you extract all your energy towards producing that thing, but because that's not how it works. You have to channelize your energy. Um, you have to compartmentalize your energy in every single thing, half way. What I'm trying to say is, you have to break the big functions into sub functions, and then equally put all the energy in, equally distribute the energy from one box to the another, one box to another, and one box to another, which is a sub function, then the another sub function, then again a new sub function. That's how you have to do it. And most important thing, now I'm begging you, do not attach yourself with a bad community. Community is a largest thing that's going to be built up in this era. I'm trying to say, I'm saying you again and again, don't build up that community. Don't get into that community, which is bad for the branding, and I cannot be affording that in the near future, or anytime sooner or later, anywhere. I'm telling you, stop that association. Your energy is the most important thing that you have right now. Channelize it through the best way possible. Always take God's name in every point in time, because that's what you love, that's what you love doing. And this video is also for your love for being in front of camera. It doesn't mean that I have a compulsion, but I really do have a compulsion, a compulsory thing, that I have to put up the videos every single day, which also gives me a sense of discipline. For building a discipline, I have to upload these videos regardless. The subscribers are increasing, or what exactly is happening, that is a secondary thing. That's the parcel. You have to focus on the part right now. That's your main job. So this is a compulsion. Along with that, The thing that you're doing is also a compulsion. Along with that, the job that you're doing is also a compulsion. Along with that, the skincare that you want to do, the skin that you want to achieve is also a compulsion. The the body that you want to have, the forearms, the arms that you want to have is also a compulsion. It's compulsory, it have to do it. I'm so sorry if I have used a wrong word as compulsion. I don't know if it is equivalent for the word compulsory, but every time I use the word compulsion is only to express my feeling towards the word com- compulsory, mandatory. It is the most important thing that you have to do. So make sure you get your good sleep. Make sure um, you don't touch anybody. Make sure you be um, away from the thoughts of the people, because today, see, you were very generous. I know that you were very generous, you were totally generous, and I have to thank you for that. But the most important thing is being generous. You were generous because you had that fear of not being good and then suffering for it, because that is what you have experienced, and I don't want you to go through that. That's why I was also generous with the person, all the way down the line. And then but I was very frustrated. I'm not talking about the first person, I'm talking about the second person who gave me the ride. I'm talking about the rapido guy who was continuously bombarding with all the words that were not unnecessary to talk. He was taking the conversation to the wrong thing, because he took the conversation to the wrong thing, because you channelized that energy and he catch that energy too very quickly. So that is the reason why he did it. Make sure you don't radiate that energy, because that what you give is what comes back. So if you channelize a good energy, if you radiate a good energy, it will definitely come back. And most important thing is concentrate on yourself, concentrate on protecting your energy, and don't entangle yourself with any of the emotions, which is very bad thing. The most important thing is do the disciplinary things very quickly. um, that is the most important thing. um, Make sure you talk to yourself, you talk to yourself for sure. I want you to talk to yourself, I want you to be with you all the time, and I want you to be very happy in this process, because you are going to enjoy the process. That's what I really do. I really enjoy the process, the same way that I'm doing right now. I really enjoy being in front of camera. I really enjoy the fact that the flash that comes onto my face, and I start speaking very very easily, very easily. This comes so easy for me. I don't know where it comes from, why it comes, or but it comes so easily for me, and I love it. I genuinely love the feeling that I'm talking. I'm expressing my feelings, I'm expressing my ideas, I'm sharing my views, I'm sharing my techniques. I'm doing so many things that I cannot really do when there's no camera. If there's a camera, I can definitely do that for sure. I can express much more of the things that I want to do, but without camera, that doesn't come out. I don't know why. I don't know why this happens. Maybe in future I'll figure it out, but right now what is happening is this is what is happening. See, whenever I see a shadow coming in front of my eyes, when I move my hand, oh my god, that feeling, I cannot explain to you how much of a good feel it is. Mm, it is the best feeling that I'm getting right now. And yes, so the flashlight coming onto my face is the most important, or the lovely thing that I'm enjoying. I don't know what people are going to think about it, but genuinely speaking, I'm loving this process. I will love the process that I I love taking care of myself. I love cooking food for myself. I love doing the things that I'm doing right now. I love taking care of my skin. I love taking care of my hairs. I love shooting myself in front of the camera, talking to myself in front of the camera. I genuinely love that. I love to be disciplined. I love to be going to bed at the right time and waking up at the right time with the right thought, going to bed and in the right on the right time with the right thought, waking up waking up in the morning with the right thought, with the right uh, things that you want to do. So most important thing is this is what I want to do, and I'm loving it. Mm, I really appreciate the people watching these videos. I really thank you for your time, your patience, your energy invested on me. I really um, am thankful, very much appreciating your efforts towards me, and thank you so much. As we know, okay, let's end this video for now. Let's talk tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching me. Have a good night.